It's time to Nurburgring around the Rosie. All right, it is week 12, last week of the season, and we are headed to the Nurburgring. Ended up with an 8:15, 3:59. I think the fast guys are going to be doing sub 8-minute times, so still pretty happy with that for me. It's a pretty good time here. On this track, just kind of like it's survival mode for me a lot, and that was going pretty hell for leather. There are a couple of asterisks with that time. I ended up resetting the car pretty much anytime I got a 1x, and with the amount of time it was taking me, I tried by going through and just setting the start time the same way that it would be in the races, but that's in the evening and it's got to be night with the headlights on, and that's past like when the race will be ending, I think. So I ended up using there's a VRS feature where you can test on the same settings that they had, and that keeps it locked in time, and the time doesn't progress. But the track temp seemed really low, 65 Fahrenheit, whereas the other time I did it, it was like 78. So that's giving me a little bit of an advantage here. Also, I, instead of like doing a lap and then getting my flying lap, I reset the car so it would start and just get a flying lap going, just because of how long this track is, and I wanted to finish sometime this evening rather than taking forever to do this. Also, with how long the track is, I'm not going to have the turn-by-turn description of what I'm doing like I normally do. I do kind of narrate through the whole lap, and for better or worse, if you like it, yay. If you don't like it, so yeah, up to you how you feel about that. And with that all being said, this is more rambling than I ever do at the beginning of one of these. Let's head on off, and we'll show you the lap, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more. All right, try, I don't know what, a lot. So while we're going up through this starting section here, been doing this for a little bit now, and I've just been resetting anytime I get a 1x or whatnot, because we need a clean lap, and I don't feel like spending 6 minutes to finish a lap to, kind of do the next one. Did one with the regular settings, but it got to be nighttime, which I don't think the races will last that long. We'll see though. And so I'm using the VRS practice test thing compared to their thing that doesn't let time pass. We're using this fixed setup, by the way, 42.3% brake bias, but I think the track temps are kind of low, so I don't know how representative this is going to be for actual race temps. But it's letting me keep going without having to like load out and load back into a new session. This section here, it's kind of like the sprint track, so we practiced that a bunch last season. I think it would come back to me a little better. We're doing okay. Anyways, yeah, that's the target time I have right now is the other one I did. My optimal has been dropping steadily since I keep on getting either I'll have an off track here or something, and then we'll restart. 100 meter for the brake marker here. I don't have a ton of brake markers on this track. Just kind of drive it and try not to die. I've done 2 N24s and a bunch of NECs. Not in this car though. So I kind of know where it goes for the most part, but I'm still not at the point where I think I'm like really pushing my limits here. as such, not really gonna go through and do the turn-by-turn thing. I'm trying to call out some stuff as we drive through it. So this is gonna be a little different than the normal ones of these that I do. This hill we're gonna lift and downshift. Has been kind of the way I've been attacking that. I don't know. I've been doing it. The lift has been happening at different times each time. For the left-hander here, we're going to lift a little bit beforehand. And then as soon as we can, we're going to give it a little gas, settle it down, and brakes. Brakes is the color change on the track there. Put the rev limiter a bit there, but you know, every mistake that we make, we've got plenty of opportunities to not make them later. Plenty of spots to gain on this time. Brake about halfway up the right-hand side here. Right red curve, and then we're gonna kind of modulate the brakes to the rest of that. And there we go. Back to, oh, got on the gas a little too much going in. Like I said, plenty of spots to both gain and lose time here, and that was a spot where we lost some. It's okay. We'll gain it later. Brake in corners, or just kind of normal corners. And we got a really tight corner coming up here. Kind of do that in two sections, and it really means that this is fun. You can probably go quicker than I do. Ooh, man, hit the curb. Through here. Probably do that a bit quicker than I did with more gas, but I was not on a good line entering it, and it kind of paid the price there. Brakes. Alright, this is going to be a tight corner here. Kind of jammed that curb just a tiny bit. Alright, so we're gonna have this left-hander, and then there's gonna be a yellow caution, or a yellow triangle caution sign. I'm gonna brake there. It's one of the few brake spots I've got kind of set in my head from today. I didn't really have it before. But yeah, that triangular red and white caution sign is what I used on that corner, if that matters to you. Seems to work okay. Alright, next worry spot is the spot where we start going up the hill and we have to like lift and downshift. Is it right here? Lift, downshift. I did not go through that kind of as quickly as I could. We're gonna brake before the red. Went into that a little hot. Alright, we're going to downshift a second and drop in on the left. And we're going to get down the groove. Accelerate, pop out. And this back half, I'm not as confident as the first half. As you'll probably see, let's just get a lot more practice in the first half than I do at this part. And all these corners kind of end up looking the same to me. Alright, here we're gonna lift when we hit and brake. This right-hander I die on a lot, so we're gonna try not to do that. Alright, now we got the second carousel. I'm not as good at this one. I pop out of that sometimes and it's not great. End up going in the wall. Alright, here we go. Getting towards the end. Alright, we can relax a little bit. Oh man, I told myself I'd be happy with an 816. Because that would mean that I'm about 2 seconds a lap. No, 2 seconds a lap. 2 seconds per minute off the fast guys. Which I think is kind of where I normally even out at. I think we're gonna hit that here. We might pick up a little bit of time coming out the other end. I kind of doubt it. But we're gonna lift coming up here and then brake. Lift. Brake. Sorry. Alright, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. So yeah, there you have it. 815, 359, like I said, with all those asterisks in play there. I'm still pretty happy with how I did. I'm still, as I've always been on this track, I've done like a couple Nurburgring 24s, a bunch of NEC races. Happy with that time, but I'm more comfortable like pretty much up to the first carousel. I lost the word there for a second. I'm more comfortable up to the first carousel than after it. I've driven that section of the track more because, like I said, goofed up, reset, kind of thing. So with all that being said, if you like the videos we're doing, hit the subscribe button, it helps out, and thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you didn't. Next week we will be having a bunch of other videos kind of talking about some other stuff, so stay tuned for those, and we'll see you next time. Bye.